Hey guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon pack opening video. We're going to continue on with the rest of my Crown Zenith packs. This stack here is from one ETB, this stack here is from another ETB. If you missed my previous Crown Zenith opening, definitely be sure to go back and check that one out because, well, it had some really good pulls in it. One in particular. Spoilers, pretty much the top pull of the entire set, so be sure to go back and check that out if you want to see me pull the biggest chase card in Crown Zenith. But I'm just going to be hoping for some nice... Oh, well, that's a good way to start it. There we go. I will warn you, I'm not entirely familiar with all the prices on these cards in terms of what's the super chases, but I have a decent idea what some of the top ones are. But hey, I will take any of these full arts Deoxys. I had the other Deoxys actually in my last pack opening video. I have this little stand here off to the side, so any hit card I get, we'll put it there, and that way it'll be easy for you to kind of thumb through the video and kind of see what I'm pulling. So, yeah. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm just getting back in the Pokemon now. Haven't really opened much Pokemon since my childhood, and I did lose my entire Pokemon collection from my youth because I pretty much sold all of it on eBay 15 plus years ago when I first started. Ooh, that's a beautiful card. When I first started using eBay. So now it's kind of a process of getting back into it. This is why I love this set so much. The gallery cards in here are beautiful, and I am mostly focused on collecting the original 151 and sometimes the original 250. So I'm looking for cards like Lapras here and that beautiful full art. It may not be the most expensive card in the set, but I will take it regardless. So yeah, I figured this video, since it's going to be a bit of a longer one, we can kind of get into my Pokemon history just a little bit. I was a collector of it back in the day for base, fossil, jungle, Team Rocket, gym leaders, and a little bit after that, but not too much as the other sets. And I was a collector. I was not playing. I would pretty much open packs and immediately put my pulls into a binder, and when I'd go hang out with my Pokemon friends, ooh, very nice. When I'd go hang out with my Pokemon friends, the Radiant cards look so good in person. Look at that. I love that shimmer. Great foil pattern. We would just, look at each other's binders is pretty much what we did. Okay, so that takes the place of a full art. Good to know. And then when I started collecting video games, I wanted more ways to fund my collection, so I decided to sell all of my Pokemon cards. I actually got my Charizard from a flea market for 20 bucks when I was younger. And that is one of the cards that I sold on eBay. I think I got maybe 40, 50 bucks for it, and it was in pretty good condition too. Ooh, okay, I didn't know that was pullable. I'll put that in here. I don't know what the chances of pulling a full art energy are. And we get the other dark energy in this opening as well. So yeah, I sold my original collection. I had pretty much the entire, not pretty much, I had the entire base set of Holos in mostly all good condition. Jungle and Fossil especially, and Team Rocket. And unfortunately I no longer have it, so I never really wanted to get back into Pokemon because that was always kind of tragic for me thinking back on it. I do regret it, but there was this phase I went through where I just wanted to get rid of all my Pokemon stuff because when I started, ooh, Absol. I think that, yeah, I did get that one in my last pack opening video. So many full arts in this. This set is crazy. And we got a Mewtwo. So yeah, it was a little tragic for me getting rid of all of that and then coming back into Pokemon to try and recollect recently. How I got back into it was, obviously 2020 was the big card Pokemon phase on YouTube, and I watched a little bit of that. I didn't let that influence me too much, but I decided to get back into it with a few packs of the Pokemon Go set just because there were some really nice nostalgic looking cards in there. And I'm like, you know what? Wow, another Radiant, jeez. And into a Regigigas V-Star. So many hits in this set. This is crazy. And I didn't get anything crazy from my Pokemon Go packs, but it just felt good to open Pokemon again. just to rewind a little bit, the other pack that I did open, since the first pack I ever opened since my childhood, was the one from McDonald's. I did actually go to McDonald's and get one of the Happy Meals to get a pack, and I got Charmander, which was a good, hey, it felt good to open a Charmander after all these years. Love the art on these cards here. And it didn't really pull me in as much as, wow, the first pack we opened without a holo. That's crazy. It didn't really pull me in as much as I had thought it might. It felt good to open it. And then the Pokemon Go pack also felt alright, but everything I opened in there was just valueless. And then I got a bit into some of the Lost Origins. I bought, some blisters of that. I've never bought any booster boxes or anything of the sort yet. Just mostly, blister packs, shelf packs, in other words, or shelf hangers, whatever they call them. Ooh, Mewtwo. Unfortunate, but these as good as these cards look, they are still very low in value. I know that Pokemon V cards, is that a scratch on his nose, or is that actually how his nose is? I think that's actually how his nose is. Doesn't that look like a scratch on his nose? Jeez. And when they announced the changes to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I was pretty happy about that. I feel like it's a nice fresh start, and I do plan on getting into it. I love the new silver border. I like that it's going to be a brand new start of a, I don't know what the terminology for it is, but you have Sword and Shield. So this is going to be a whole new start for Pokemon, and I think it's a really good spot for me to jump in and start building a collection from scratch. Now, I would love to go back and collect all the cards from my childhood, but unfortunately we know how expensive that gets. I will be looking into ways of getting alternative vintage stuff that maybe doesn't involve breaking open, base set packs. Obviously that is not happening. But maybe I start collecting graded cards that are like a 7 or an 8, not 9s or 10s, because that's where things start getting quite expensive. Maybe I start just buying raw cards and not caring about the grade. Building up a binder that way, that could be kind of fun. Or maybe I mostly just focus on the original 151 or 250 when it comes to opening even newer packs. So the only stuff that I really put in the binder are my huge hits, or cards that, like that Lapras that I pulled, for example. I can put that in a binder with, say, whatever other Lapras cards I may have. So yeah, I'm still feeling my way through how I'm going to be going about, kind of messing up my reverse holos here, how I'm going to be going about collecting Pokemon. I was a huge fan of it back in the day. I played all the games. I played Red and Blue when they first came out. I actually got a Japanese version of Silver. I was actually at the flea market with my grandma, and one of the vendors had a Japanese copy of Pokemon Silver before it was out in the United States. Ooh, that is a cool looking card. My goodness, these gallery cards are crazy. Look at the art on that. Magnezone looks awesome. And then, okay, we got a signed card. Are these considered hard to pull? It almost looks like a little kid took a marker and drew on my card. I'll have to look into that a bit. I don't know if that's a good pull or what. I'd imagine they're probably nothing too crazy. Probably $1, knowing Pokemon. And they had a Japanese copy of Pokemon Silver. And I asked her if I can get it, and she was kind enough to get it for me, and I felt like the coolest kid in school. Imagine having Pokemon Silver before anybody else even knew it was going to be in that game. Because you got to remember, back then, internet, nope. Rumors only spread by word of mouth, so you'd have to read it in a magazine or something. People weren't going online and looking up spoilers. Adamon, nice. Not super into the full art trainers. I know some people really love these cards. I'm more into the Pokemon full arts. But yeah, I just remember playing that in school, and I brute forced my way through it. You're probably like, wait, how did you play that in Japanese? Well, yeah, it was tough. I pretty much used Typhlosion to carry me through as much of the game as possible. He was pretty much like my sole Pokemon. I just grinded the heck out of him, and he was able to one-shot mostly anything. And when it came to the weird puzzles where it's like, well, how did you know how to use cut on this or get past this section? Tons of trial and error. Let me tell you, it was not easy. yeah, I wasn't able to beat the game, but I made it really far. I do still have remnants of my original Pokemon collection left over, but it amounts to some Japanese cards. I did get into Japanese packs a little bit back when I was younger, and I do still have some of my Japanese cards. Some of my Holos are actually, you know, pretty decent. I'll show them off in a video, actually, if you guys are interested in seeing them. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to show off my vintage Pokemon collection. Ooh, nice. There it is. That's one of the other ones I was really hoping for. We got the secret Pikachu. My goodness, the art on that. I knew this card existed, but I've been avoiding really examining the art in case I ever pulled it. So that way I can really like take a look at it in person. And man, it does not disappoint. Fantastic card. That's a good hit right there. That's probably the most expensive non-gallery card. It's actually not one of the gallery cards, believe it or not. Ooh, that's good. Oh, and I've been alternating. I didn't pay attention to which stack I was taking what packs from, so now I don't know which Elite Trainer box is better than the other. So yeah, if you guys are hanging out, you're enjoying it, these pack openings, be sure to leave a like and a comment. It will encourage me to do more Pokemon videos in the future if you're into these. And of course, be sure to subscribe. My channel is focused on more than just Pokemon, however. I also have a strong focus on MetaZoo, as well as other TCGs. Oh, nice. Love the background on this one. I just love the natural looking pine trees in the back. Those are my favorites, Pokemon and their natural environments. So yeah, it'll encourage me to continue to upload these videos, just kind of chill pack opening Pokemon kind of content. Because as of right now, I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to older sets of Pokemon and, you know, catching back up on that knowledge. So there's not too much I can offer commentary-wise, unless it's about the original 151, because then I start getting all nostalgic about Pokemon. Oh man, I love her stuff. I just love the natural sort of like little diorama Pokemon cards. I can see myself going for a full binder of art from Asako Ito. Nice. Really glad I got the reverse on that, because that if I ever go for that, now I don't got to worry about actually pulling one of those. Or buying one, even though they wouldn't be expensive. But let me tell you, the Crown Zenith, especially coming into this set semi-blind, and by semi-blind I mean I knew what some of the top hit cards were, but not like all of them. So as I'm opening these, I'm seeing a lot of the hit cards for the first time. Oh, nice. Look at that. There's just such a diverse set of different types of art in the gallery cards for this. Makes it super fun to go through. I do still have one big Pokemon card to show off. It probably deserves its own video, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's a very, very, very expensive Pokemon card. I'm not gonna... Some of you know what it is. I won't spoil it for those of you that don't, but look forward to that video at some point. Maybe once we get a little bit deeper into my Pokemon videos and we kind of establish a few more Pokemon subscribers. But it will not disappoint. I guarantee you that the card I have, you do not have in your collection. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, like, but wait, if you're such a novice Pokemon collector, what could it be that you have? And yeah, I'll let that stew with you for a bit. There are a few people that know what it is. Don't spoil it for those that don't know, but yes, it is an extremely rare Pokemon card. I feel very honored to have it, because it is part of my childhood and my closet for the past 20 years. Because that's where I stored it. Okay, nice. We got a reverse signature card. And another Regigigas. I think that's different from the one I pulled before. Oh yeah, we got the VMAX before. So yeah, I am super excited for Scarlet and Violet. It's going to be a nice fresh start for me. And you definitely will see me opening some of that here, because I probably will go for a full collection on that, because if I'm starting with this new set, going for like a full binder or something, as long as the pull rate is decent, as long as it's not too ridiculous, as long as the cards look awesome, we'll see what happens. Alright, let's see what we can get on the last pack. You guys know how that last pack magic went last time. Let's see what we can get. I see something poking out from the side there. We got another signature card of the same card I just got. And no hit. But that's okay, because that was I was still pretty happy with that. Let's just recap this real quick. Let's see how many full arts we had. We had 1, 2, 3. We got the secret Pikachu. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 out of 20. 15 of my packs out of 20 had a full art card of, varying degrees of value. How crazy is that? Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment. You know the deal. I'll see you guys in the next video.